Hi, this is Dina with Pretty Productive. We're a mother-daughter Etsy shop that sells things for planners and budgets. Today what we're going to be doing is our April week 2 check-in. I hope you're all doing safe and you're healthy and you're surviving this. I know that budgeting at this time can be a little tricky, so let's kind of see how we did and then see how we're going to proceed for the rest of the month. Pretty much, I think we're on track to make the month. Let's start with our overview sheet. So from the last budget video, I did have 2 of the unknown bills come through. So one was my electric bill, and I had budgeted $300, and the actual was $156. So there was an additional $144 that went back into my budget. And then for natural gas, I put 60. It ended up being 35, which was kind of surprising. So $25 went back into my budget. And then I did remove $6 from my expense check because I can't add. It was $154, not $160. So it was $6 less than what I thought it was going to be. And then as far as my cash envelopes, we'll go through those in a moment. For my sinking funds, I did go ahead and move them, and then I forgot I have one more birthday this month, so I'm going to have to go back and move some money back out of that one. And then for vacation, that one is the same. I have already paid both of these for my debt payoff, and then it still balances to the exact amount, every dollar budget. So let's go ahead and see how we did for the first 2 weeks of the month. You know, there's something to be said about not being able to shop because it's very hard to spend money. Other than Walmart, we can't even go to Target anymore and walk around. So it is amazing that I have managed to spend some money, definitely, online. So I'll just kind of check off here. So my color coding system, the yellow is a fixed expense. The green is a subscription, blue is debt, and that's it. Because my paycheck actually came in on the 31st, but normally those are pink, but I didn't put those in this time. So mortgage has been paid, HOA has been paid, cell phone has been paid, Netflix has come through, Barclay Apple I paid early, Chase I paid already. I have not been billed for my telephone yet, or my subscriptions. Those will come out on the 15th. My water bill and my electric bill are due on the 17th. Those are, they're not auto pay, but I go in and they are a draft through my credit union. So those are already set up. Natural gas comes out on the 25th. And then internet, Audible, pest control, and life insurance all comes out at the end of the month. Okay, so let's see how we did here. So I did put a note down here that I had already taken $50 out of the sinking fund for gifts for my niece and nephew's little girl, Ellie. And her birthday was yesterday, so I've already given her a gift. And then I have one other birthday this month for Caden. And so I'll need to go back in and take money out. I'm not sure what we're going to do yet because we can't really have a party for him, so I'm not really sure what the plan is right now. And then this is how we did with our envelopes. So I've been watching videos, as I'm sure all of you have, because really, other than Netflix, what is there to do all day? So I've been binge watching a lot of different budgeting videos, and I would say overwhelmingly they are deciding to not use cash at this time. And I totally understand that. It's harder to use cash right now, but not impossible. And I know how I am with spending. I'm very quick to swipe my debit card, where I really feel like I personally still need to use cash. So I did put my entertainment money back into the account. And you'll see that because I was doing some online shopping, and there isn't really anything else to do for entertainment right now. So you can't go to a movie, you can't go to sporting, anything like that. So I figured that my entertainment was probably going to be shopping online, so I would go ahead and put that money back in the account, which I did. So groceries, which I went way over last month for, is a little bit more under control this month. I think it's because we've stocked up a little bit and we've kind of planned out our meals a little bit more. I will say that this pandemic has taught me a few things. Well, it's taught me a lot, but as far as budget related, I find that we are a lot less wasteful right now. We are more conscious when we go out as far as picking a place that is both cost effective and convenient versus before we were like, oh, this sounds good, and we just go get it. Where now it's like, well, we can get a special at Olive Garden or we can use a coupon here. So I think we're just being a lot smarter of where we're spending our money. As far as the grocery store, I hate going to the grocery store right now, but when I go, I do stock up on a little bit more so I have more meals so I don't have to go as often. Where before I'd go every couple of days just because, you know, it was fine to go. But you really think about going anymore. As far as entertainment, recreation, personal care, I mean, you can't spend money in those categories even if you tried, because nothing is open for you to spend money. So I have done some online shopping, so I just put that money back into my account, so I didn't have the cash plus using money out of my account. And I always keep a buffer in my checking account for that reason, so that if I do decide I want to buy something online, I don't have to go put the money back in the account first. I can put the money back in the account afterwards. So, okay, so for groceries, I spent $140. So we started the month at $500. The first week I spent $106. Left me with $394. I started last week at $394. I spent $140. So that means I'm starting this week at $254. Now, when I went to the bank today to get my cash out, my credit union is actually in a Walmart. So I went ahead and went to the grocery store while I was there. So I did spend part of my money that I was going to use for stuffing my envelopes at Walmart because I wasn't going to go back for another time. And then I also have HelloFresh coming out this week. So so $254 minus the $46 I spent today minus HelloFresh, I have $147 left to stuff. And then eating out, I had $180. I've used, I still have $60 in here. So I did use, no, I started with $100. I had $40 left from last month that I left in the account. I have spent, let's see here. I spent $25 and $11. No, I spent, yes, 25 plus 11. 36. So we started with 180 minus 36, so 144. I still have 60 in the envelope. So I'll put the balance in today. This has really been a harder math equation than it needs to be here. There actually have been some restaurants that have asked you not to pay cash, but we've been lucky so far. So giving, I've been doing online giving because we obviously can't go to church. So I have $200 left in that account. Okay, so 144 for eating out, 200 for giving. So allowance, I still have 41 of my 50 for this week, and that's just because I didn't leave the house but once this week. And that was to mail packages for our Etsy shop, so that wasn't even to spend money, which is a good thing. So I have the 41 left. I think I'm just going to put it to the side right now in savings, and then I'll add the $100 in for the next 2 weeks. And then entertainment and recreation, I'm not going to fund. I had $100 for each. I had started with 60 and 40. in my envelope. I took that money right back and put it back in the bank. And so that $200 that I have is now gone. So I spent, they had the Ultimate Planner sale last week and I did shop. So those are done. And then personal care, I didn't fund because I still had my $100 left from last time. So this is where we're standing right now. So let's get started. And I really, the bank was open, but there was a line and they were letting 1 and 2 people in at a time. So I was like, nobody's got time for that. So I used my debit card when I bought my groceries and took cash out as a balance. So we're not really sure what's going to happen here. So we'll figure this out together, guys. This is real world happening right now. Okay, so I'm going to start with the easy one, which is my allowance. So it's $50 a week, and I break it up. So it's 40. 50. So 50 will go in my wallet now. And then 50, I'll just use this. 50 will go in here and it will move to my wallet. And then 50 will go under my tab for allowance. So it's really not as much of a problem right now as it was before when I could go do things, because if I put the whole $100 in my envelope, I would spend it. So then I would have nothing left. But right now, because there's really no place to spend money, it's kind of been fine. But I'll go ahead and just try to keep my best practices going, even though everything else has been moving around. So 150 goes back into here and stays at home. And then for groceries. Okay, so I really should have 147 is what we decided on. And I didn't, of course, break this up, so we'll just do 20, 40, 50, 60. Oh my God, 20, 40, 60, 80, 140. So I'll just do 140. And then when I get change, I can always put in the other 7. So we have between HelloFresh that's coming on Wednesday and food in the house and what I bought today. I bought some fresh food today. We should be fine for the next week and a half. So I should not have to go back to the grocery store. So we're going to fund, actually what I'm going to do is so I'm going to put fund 186 because I did already spend the 46. So 188 minus 46 is 140. So 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40. And then I had $3 left in there for my change from today. So I'll go ahead and put that back in. And then I just keep my receipts in here just to make sure I account for everything, but I try to write it down as soon as I get home. Then I'll put my register in there as well. So eating out. So I have 144 left, and I have 60 left in here. So I started with, I funded 100. I had 40 left from last month. We went to Olive Garden, Sonic, and Texas Roadhouse. So I have 60 left of that 140. And I have another 100 that gets to go in here. So, because my budget for the month was 200. 20, 40, 60, 81. 20, 40, 60, 81. I really probably messed myself up by leaving the 40 in here. I should have just taken it out for savings, but 411 fund. 20, 40, 60, 81. 100, so I have 160. I don't know if you guys are all feeling the same way other than being completely stir crazy. I I just am tired of my own cooking. I mean, even though we've been doing HelloFresh and we've been trying some new recipes, I don't know what to do anymore. So that's why we on Friday night, no, Thursday night, went to Olive Garden, just because we were like, we just need somebody else's cooking tonight. So it wasn't that it was that convenient, because you pulled up and they brought your food out to you, but there was like maybe 15 cars ahead of us. So it took a while, but it was fine. The food was good. It was a great deal. You buy one meal, get another meal free. So we both ate for pretty much $20. And then I gave the guy a really big tip because I felt sorry for how much hassle they were having to do. But it was a good deal. And I think that's one good thing right now, is that there are a lot of places to stay and busy that are doing some great values. So it's kind of a nice to be able to take advantage of it. Okay, so personal care we're not funding because everything is closed. I was supposed to have a massage and a pedicure, and that didn't happen. So I should still have $100 in here. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Okay. They're supposed to reopen on the 3rd of April. That did not happen. I'm assuming it's going to be at the end of the month or May, so we'll just leave that there. Giving, I have $200 left in my budget, and I'm doing online giving because church is closed, so I'm watching online right now. And then for entertainment and recreation, we're not funding, nor personal care. So that leaves me with $35. Right, 20, 35. So this really will just go into savings. So any money that I have left over in my categories, I put into a little category that I call savings. So some people call it the $5 challenge. Some people do like whatever's left in your envelopes. I've done it both ways. I do like to do that. But so I'm just going to take this 35. I'll put it under the tab for savings. And then I'll just take it to the bank when I have a chance. And then my allowance tab goes in here. I talk about this all the time. I love these tabs. And you can buy them as a set. They also come in this little plastic, and it's called A Time for Everything. It's an Etsy shop. And then, so let's see where we are. So for eating out, we have 144 left. We actually have more than that. How did that happen? I don't know. Because this 36 that no, that's right. 36. Okay, we're just going to go with it right now. Oh, I know why. Because I had the 40. No, I counted for that. 240, 60, 80. Okay, that is a mystery. I probably put too much money in there, but we'll leave it for now. And then giving, I have 200 left. Allowance, I have 100 left. 50 for this week and 50 for next week. And then the rest is done. And then next week I'll do my check-in. And then what I'm probably going to do for Caden's birthday is send him something. So that'll probably be online. So I'll just move the money from my sinking fund over. So this month, instead of waiting till the end of the month, I went ahead and moved my sinking funds. And normally I wait till the month is completely done to see what I'm going to spend. But I thought I had calculated it correctly. So I put in $400 in my gift sinking fund. And for my vacation, I put in $154. And that was all that I had for sinking funds this month. So it wasn't much. I put in a total of $594 into sinking funds. And I think that's because I escalated my payment on my Chase card so I could pay that off before the interest-free time, which is the end of May, happened. So I did put more money there and took money out of my sinking funds, which makes sense because I don't want to pay that interest. For my other virtual envelopes for clothing, I haven't spent anything. I do have a Stitch Fix coming next week. They did say they were delayed though, so I may not get that until next month. I'm not really sure. I haven't spent any money on household. I did spend $100 in medical co-pays for my husband and for my daughter. And then my side hustle, I did spend all of that. I bought new paper for the shop and new foil for the shop. One thing that's been nice about being home this much with my daughter is we have done so many things for the shop, and we've been really quite busy, which has been really nice. And we are going to be doing new releases next week on the 18th. So we've been getting ready for all of that. So that's been nice to have this time to do that. But I did stock up on supplies just because we've been going through them a lot. Okay, so that's where the budget stands for right now. I hope you are all doing well and staying on track. I know we are very fortunate in this house in that all of us are able to work from home. We are all still being fully paid. We are still, pretty much nothing has changed other than, I always work from home, but my daughter and my husband are working from home 100% of the time, which, I really felt like my electric bill is going to be much higher with 3 people home all day long, and, the amount that we run our dishwasher and the amount we run the washing machine and the lights being on and everything else that's been happening. And I was kind of surprised. It is higher than last year for the month of March, but it actually is less than what I had anticipated. So I hope that you're in a similar situation and you are just, surviving right now. I did hear a lot throughout the budget community about furloughing student loans and different bills, different companies, that if you are struggling, you can reach out to them and say, hey, due to COVID-19, my hours were cut, I was furloughed, I was laid off. So there are some different reliefs out there. So I hope that you all are doing well and you're, just staying on track and trying to do what you can to maintain the budget. This is why we all started this journey. I'm so happy that I'm on this journey because I think it's just a peace of mind now that, everything else is uncontrollable in your world. My budget is one area that I am able to control. So I hope you are feeling the same way. If you have any questions, please let me know, and I'll see you again in a couple weeks. If you have not done so already, please subscribe and hit the alert so you'll know when we do another budget, and I'll see you later. Take care.